My name is John Szymankiewicz, and I'm an attorney with Matheson Law Office. And I want to talk to you today about LegalZoom and some of these self-service legal services firms. People always ask, well, as a lawyer, if you're just going to fill out some forms, well, I can do that. Why do I need to hire a lawyer? Well, in some cases, that's true. And lawyers should be the first people to tell you when you don't need their help. A lot of what lawyers do, I should say, you can do for yourself. For example, in criminal court, you're always allowed to represent yourself. The problem is you might not want to. The concern I have with some of these legal self-help forums, LegalZoom is one of them, and they always advertise things like basic will for $99 or trademark for $150, those sort of things. If you're going to do that, you need to be real careful and real clear about what it is you're paying for and what you're going to get for those, for what you pay and what services to expect. Let me tell you a couple of stories about a couple of different clients I had. One client, I was at a trade show and he came up to me and he said, "Hey, I want to talk to you about a trademark. I've got a trademark and I found out that somebody else has registered the exact same trademark with the federal government. I didn't think you could do that." And I said, "Well, generally you can't." And he said, "Well, it happened. I've got this registered mark and this other company has this registered mark." Huh. Well, hold on a second. So I got out my laptop and I did a quick search and I said, well, on the federal database at the USPTO, the Patent and Trademark Office, it says that only this other company has the trademark. It doesn't say that you have registered or even filed for a trademark. He said, "Well, I sure did. I paid for somebody to file that mark." Okay, tell me a little bit more about this. Well, it turns out that he had gone to LegalZoom and for one of those trademarks for $150, well, what they did was they only did a trademark search for him. They never actually filed the application to register. They never actually put in the paperwork. So the problem is, this guy's been in business for 2 or 3 years using a mark that he thought he had a registered trademark for. No, he didn't even get an application. He didn't even get in line to get that registered, and in the meantime, somebody else did. So be very careful about what it is you're getting for what you pay for. That's story number one. Story number two. I've had clients come to me and say, "Here's my operating agreement. I did this through LegalZoom and they formed my corporation." Or LLC in that case. LLCs have operating agreements, corporations have bylaws. So he said, "Here's my operating agreement. I formed my LLC through LegalZoom." So I look at his paperwork, at his operating agreement, and I said, "Well, do you do this kind of work?" "No, I don't want to do that." "Well, how many members or shareholders do you have in the company?" He said, "Well, just me." "Well, this doesn't reflect anything like what you do. And are you meeting with your other members every 3 months?" He said, "No." "Well, this says you're going to meet with them every 3 months. And the point here is that he had gone and filled out one of the forms like LegalZoom or some of these other companies offer, and it wasn't tailored to fit him. It wasn't tailored to fit his company. And so not only did he have something that really wouldn't work for him, but he thought he was all set. And so I tried to explain to him, well, if you got sued right now and you handed them this as your operating agreement, one, it doesn't reflect your business, so they're going to say that's not entirely kosher. And two, you're not following it even if it did reflect your business. That means it's not going to stand up in court. That means it's kind of worthless for protecting you. So whether it's getting a will, an operating agreement, or forming a corporation, or trademarks, or any of these other things that some of these legal self-service companies offer, the important thing is, again, you know what it is you're paying for and what you're getting for what you pay for. And you have to make sure that it's tailored to fit what you need it to do. There is some truth to that old adage, you get what you pay for. And sometimes if it's too cheap or cheap enough that it seems too good to be true, it probably is. You want to make sure, especially if you're forming a company or something like that, You're betting your financial future on this. Trademark, will, corporate formation. You're betting your financial future on this. You want to make sure it's right for you. Thanks for taking the time to listen to me today. If you have any questions, visit us online at mathesonlawoffice.com or give us a call. We don't charge for an initial consultation, so call us anytime at 919-335-5291. Thanks again for your time and have a great day.